Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the first of two fun gameplay streams for today, which is, of course, Monday, November 2nd, 2015. I'm DSP, and welcome to the beginning of an awesome day of gameplay, starting out with Halo 5, Guardians, which will be wrapping up the campaign of, and finally, jumping into the multiplayer. So it's about time because I've been waiting to get to the multiplayer for this game. But as you know, I did two major streams already of it, and the campaign was, it's not super long by any means, but it is a little bit of a time sink when it comes to having to get through it to play the multiplayer. And let's face it, I think most people are going to say that their main focus of Halo 5 is the multiplayer, and that's really what most people bought it for. Similar to how most people would say Call of Duty every year. That's the reason why they buy it, right? And I understand that. But people had wanted to see me play this campaign. And I said, well, I'll get through it. And I've done about 4 hours of gameplay of it now. And we're about 2/3 through. In fact, we're more than 2/3 through. I think I'm starting chapter either 12 or 13 today is where we're picking up. And so I'm assuming probably about an hour to an hour and a half of gameplay here for Halo 5 to finish off the campaign, unless it ends up being insanely long, which it could be, let's face it. If it is the end of the campaign, maybe the final missions are long and challenging, I don't know. We'll see. But at any means, we're going to finish off that campaign today, and if we do finish before the end of this first stream, which is roughly around a 3-hour gameplay stream, I'll be jumping into the multiplayer. Okay? Now, if let's say that we don't get a lot of time for the multiplayer, I'm definitely going to be doing another stream of this later this week where I just do the multiplayer. Okay? I certainly want to do that, and I don't want to not give the game a fair shake. You know what I mean? I want to check it out and definitely play the different modes of the multiplayer at least once or twice each, so I get a feeling of what each game mode is. Certainly, will I be playing the game to the point where I'm going to be a pro-level player? Absolutely not. And the bottom line is there's just not a lot of time right now. Between now and the release of Call of Duty this Friday, the release of Fallout 4 next Tuesday, there is not a lot of time left, and I knew this was going to happen. I've been saying this for months, that once we hit this time, the late October, early November time, that this is going to be insane because of all the games coming out. And I'm doing my best to, juggle the new stuff and cover it in a pertinent manner. I know I can't do everything, which is why I'm skipping out on certain things. A lot of people already have messaged me and said, well, I thought you were playing Need for Speed this week. Like, no, I said actually several times last week that I decided to skip Need for Speed because there's no time. There's no time for me to play 3 games that I'm playing now and then play Need for Speed and then play Call of Duty and then play Fallout. It's just not going to happen. I'm one human. You know what I mean? And I can't clone myself to play all these games. That's the bottom line. So I'm trying to finish up or at least give a fair shake to everything that I've been playing. So FYI, right now the campaign of Halo 5 and hopefully some multiplayer. Tonight, off stream, I'll be playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So that'll continue tonight. Tomorrow, more of WWE My Career mode. Yesterday, I basically only got a taste of it because I took an hour and a half to customize my character because they really screwed up that whole customization in the game, which is a shame. And then after that, more Assassin's Creed Syndicate. And then Wednesday, I might come back to Halo for a multiplayer stream, dependent on, what happens here with the game today and how much multiplayer I actually get to play. And yes, it probably will still be more Assassin's Creed, because here's the thing. I know Assassin's Creed is probably the longest game out of everything I'm doing here. And I am more than halfway through the campaign. I'm about to finish Sequence 5 and start Sequence 6 out of 8. So if I do a stream every day this week of Assassin's Creed, there's actually a chance I may complete the game by, say, the end of Thursday, which would be good. I would like to do that. I would like to complete that game because it is a good game. I'll be honest, out of all the stuff that I'm playing, Assassin's Creed Syndicate is really awesome, and it seems like a really complete package. WWE is a lot of fun for wrestling fans, but overall for gamers, I'm not so sure. But I'm having a lot of fun with it as a wrestling fan. And, Halo 5 is, kind of hit or miss for me. At least so far, I've only played the campaign, and I'm not impressed. We'll see what happens when I start playing the multiplayer. So that's kind of the goal this week, is to hopefully finish Assassin's Creed Syndicate by the end of Thursday, to at least get a taste of some of the Halo 5 multiplayer, and to do some more advancement in the WWE 2K16 My Career mode, okay? This coming Friday, the launch of Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I'll be playing that all day. I'll be playing that Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as well. So expect a lot of Black Ops coverage this weekend, as I'm going to attempt to beat the campaign and do some zombies. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to get to play the multiplayer. And I know that's the focus for a lot of people, but for me, I think I'm more interested in the campaign and the zombie mode. I have decided to get the Digital Deluxe version, which is the version that's going to have all the expansions during the year, purely for the zombies mode. Because I love the zombie maps on the Treyarch games. I've talked with my friend Coruchado. He is down to resume our co-op gameplay, which we did in Black Ops 2. We're going to be doing it again here with Black Ops 3 and playing all the zombie maps together. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. The entire weekend will be Call of Duty. And then, of course, leading into Fallout 4 next week, which is going to be very time-consuming for me. Probably all I'll be doing that entire week, which should be a lot of fun, too. I know tons of people are getting excited for that. So, all right, so that's the rough schedule. And any other updates? I got a couple quick updates for everyone. First of all, with Patreon, thank you again. I'm going to keep saying thank you because I owe you thanks. Thank you so much for your outpouring of support this past weekend. Tons of people who had never even pledged to my Patreon before came out of the woodwork to pledge to try to hit this goal for the Rockathon. And I'm still feeling pretty confident we're going to hit it. Right now, it's telling me that about 150 out of 179 people have been processed. Unfortunately, about 20 people who pledged were declined. So if you pledged to my Patreon in the month of October, please check the website, because you might have been declined, you might have been just a typo, or it might have been that there's insufficient funds. It could be a lot of things. So please double check that, because I definitely want to hit the goal. As of right now, we have not hit the goal yet, but we're close. I think we're actually around $100 of funding away from hitting that goal. And there's still about another 20-some people who need to be charged, or not charged, but processed for their pledges. So I think amongst them, I'm hoping we can still hit the goal regardless, even if none of the people who were declined update their info. All right? So we'll see. I'll let everyone know when we do hit the goal, because I'm very excited for that Rockathon. That's going to be something unique, different, totally different from anything that I would normally do, and I'm very excited for it. And so I hope that hopefully we'll hit it and we'll be able to do it. But anyway, I wanted to say thank you again to those who did kind of come out and support me this past weekend, and hopefully we'll hit that goal. All right. The other update that I have for you is that it might actually be today, if I have some time between my stream here and when I play Assassin's Creed later tonight. At the latest, it'll probably be tomorrow, but I'm going to film a special vlog. I'm going to explain to everyone what's actually been going on with DSPGaming, because I have the definitive answer for you right from the horse's mouth, from people who have access to data that I don't, okay? I know why DSPGaming has had 2 slow months. And I have it in black and white. I have the answer. And it's not a nice answer. It's not a good answer. It's bullshit. It's complete nonsense. It's ridiculous that my business is being negatively affected by garbage. And I'm going to vent about it. And I think it's a terrible fucking system. And I'm tired of being screwed over with my business on YouTube. Because as you know, there was at one point when I was way more popular. And because of lots of things that have happened over the years, that has changed. Which I'm still okay with, because I'm still able to make a living doing it, which is the whole point. But the fact that I'm, again, another big negative hit to my business because of bullshit. And I'm going to explain it to everyone in detail. And I'm either going to try to do that in a special vlog today or tomorrow. And it is going to be featured on DSPGaming so people know what's going on. And by the way, this is not only talking about views on my videos on DSPGaming, but also these streams. Because you might have noticed recently, even when I'm playing a new game, the viewership on the streams isn't great or outstanding like it was. And let's face it, I was streaming on YouTube since November of last year. I had no issues until the past couple of months. So I'm going to reveal this, and a lot of people, I get the feeling, are going to be as pissed as I am. And I'll let you know what's going on and what changes are happening and stuff. And I'll explain all of it, okay? I know there's been a lot of uncertainty. A lot of people have been worried. Like, oh man, is Phil going to be able to continue to do this in the long term as his job because of this decline that we're seeing and what's going on? And I'll have an answer for you. Okay, I will have a definitive answer for you in this vlog. So I just want to let you know it is coming, but I'm not going to go into detail about it now. I have to explain a whole system to you of stuff and a chain reaction of events and everything to let you know what's been going on. And we'll go from there. All right, so that's coming, but not yet. But for me, here's the thing. For me, I'm happy. I'm positive right now because all this week I get to play new games. I get to share those experiences with you here live on stream or on demand on YouTube, right? I get to continue to have fun with you all week with a new game coming out Friday. Boy, am I excited for Call of Duty because I love the Treyarch games. They do a great job with the zombie modes. And it's been a while since we've had that kind of fun experience with Call of Duty. And the fact that Coruchado is going to come back and do co-op with me, and we may even be looking for more co-op partners. All right? And it's going to be a lot of fun this weekend. And then, of course, next week, Fallout 4. How could I be negative and how could I be disappointed or worried when I've got insane amounts of fun stuff coming ahead? I've got people who are very excited to join me for it, right? I'm happy. I want you to understand that. I may be frustrated by a few things, but I'm definitely, enjoying myself and having fun. Okay, so just understand that even though there might be some frustration every once in a while paired with the fun is why I'm here every day. If it wasn't fun and if I wasn't having a great time with you, there would be no reason for me to come back, right? I could just drop all this and say enough with the fucking stress and the bullshit and the threats and all the shit that I put up with on a daily basis. I'll go find a 9-to-5 office job. But I love doing this and I want to keep doing this. You know? I want to be able to keep doing this, in the long term. And whether that means that there have to be some changes or whatever, that's fine. I have every confidence. I really do. I have every confidence that we are going to be successful. And I say we. I mean we. Because this is not just me. And a lot of YouTubers, I think that's the difference between how they operate and how I operate, is that this is a cooperative success. It's not just me. I'm playing the games. I'm having fun with them. I'm reviewing them. But you're watching the content. You're participating. You're being on social media talking about it. You're leaving comments. You're doing all this positive stuff too. And it's hand in hand. It's not I make a video and I put it out there and that's it. No, there's all this interaction and there's all this other stuff that happens. It really is kind of a give and take of a community, and that's how I've been successful since the beginning. Not because I'm just a person who spams out videos and then leaves them, to the wolves, and that's it. I'm done with work for the day and I shut down. That's not what happens. That's not how it works. That's not how it should work, in my opinion. I think that it should be more of an interactive thing, and it should be viewed as a group success. It really should. And that's why your feedback is critical. Everything is important. Everything. Your interaction, your being here, your feedback, all that is very important. And understand that how important it is to me to get that kind of stuff. It makes me feel disappointed when I can't do everything to please you. Because I just can't. I'm one man. I'm a one-man guy. I'm a one-man business. I don't have a team of people here. One person who edits videos, other people who do this certain kind of video, and this person who does skits, and the people who work on this stuff. I've always been a one-man show. So, I do the best that I can with my time, and I try to do what's right, and I try to do what fans ask for, and I can't always please everyone. And, obviously that's a shortcoming, but it is, not much that I can do about it, But I am here to continue to share my experiences with you on a daily basis, and I'm grateful for those of you who are still here, So anyway, all this will go into more light when I do this vlog either today or tomorrow. We'll see when I have time to do it, and we'll go from there, all right? But in the meantime, that is it. Let's end the pre-stream. I want to jump into Halo, and I want to get done with this campaign, and I want to get started with the multiplayer. I've actually had a lot of people say, Phil, tweet when you're going to start the multiplayer, because we really don't give a shit about the campaign anymore. But tweet us when you're starting the multiplayer, and then we'll jump on the stream. So I will do that. Once the campaign's over, I will let everyone know when the multiplayer starts, and we may even see a surge in viewership on the stream here. I don't know if we will or not. Doesn't really matter to me, but I'm just saying, people had specifically asked for that, so I'll do it. All right. So that is it, everyone. Let me end the pre-stream. Let's boot her up. Let's finish this campaign so we can move on to the multiplayer, which is the meat of the game, and go from there, all right? Thanks everyone for being here, and let's begin.